Tonight.
Yeah!
Yes. My goal is an STD. 2 STDs into you at night. I'm sorry, I had some of the catfish. Made me feel kind of funny. They said the catfish is good here. I had some. It's delicious. I feel a little woozy from it though, but it's good overall. I came out here tonight from Hemet, driving to Palm Springs, and I had some stuff to say about Hemet. Palm Springs is pretty far out here. Anyone here ever been to Hemet? From Hemet? That's the only city in the United States that has a warning sign as you're driving into it that says, if you drive any further into the city, you have a possibility of being raped and molested. That is a true story. On Winchester Road, there's a sign, 2 big eyes that say, predators and pedophiles, we're watching you. Kind of a weird sign. I mean, not as weird as waking up to the sounds of my mom having sex in the morning and jerking off, but a weird sign. So I started thinking, in Hemet, who do I know else from Hemet? And I thought of one person, a famous person. You all heard of Geppetto, right? From Pinocchio? I started thinking, Geppetto was an old man, lived in a house, probably on house arrest, making hundreds of dolls that, were little boys, loved them, and wished nothing more that they were real. So I honestly believe the fairy godmother that night wasn't thinking too straight when she came in and granted his wish for a real boy. I believe the reason there was not Pinocchio Part 2 is because of the issues that happened in that movie. If you saw Pinocchio 2, you'd probably see him out living in Hemet, mid-20s, smoking meth, sucking people off. I could be wrong. Disney may have another movie out there. I don't know, but that's just what I see. What do I know? But I love Hemet. I live in Hemet as well. I don't know why. Because what oil is to Houston, meth is to Hemet. And that's where I chose to live with my daughter. I'm her father. I'm her role model. So I shouldn't have been surprised when I went to her school when she was 2 1/2 in preschool. I go in there. And the teacher kind of seemed a little upset, and she's like, today we're speaking to the class about aquatic animals. And I was telling the class that this is the octopus, this is a seahorse, and I pointed to the dolphin, and your daughter raised her hand, so I asked her what it was. Do you know what she said, Mr. Rosete? I said, she said it was a dolphin? She said, no, it's a gay shark. Daddy said they're gay sharks. Dolphins are gay sharks. If I think back, probably when it first happened, I was watching Shark Week. My daughter ran in, interrupted me, asked me what the shark was. I explained to her very excitedly. Then she pointed to a dolphin. So my response was, it's a faggot shark. I didn't even remember and take it to school. But whatever. I love it out there. Have you guys been shopping at Stater Brothers or the gas station? When at the end of the transaction, they ask you, would you like to donate $1 to maybe help the hungry, feed the homeless, or what's that other fun that women have? Oh yeah, once you go black, you're a single mom. There's all kinds of funds out there. But anyway, I was at a gas station, and I bought my pack of cigarettes and gum, and the lady said, would you like to donate $1 to help save someone's life today? I was like, wow, I was kind of stumped. I'm like, I was worried about the guy behind me was thinking, so I'm like, probably not today, no, but... And I walked out, but I was thinking, she almost took $1 from me. She almost got me to donate money. If those companies get a little more aggressive with their fundraising, I think they get more money. This is my idea. Imagine you're at McDonald's. I'll have, she reads back the order. Happy Meal, large fry, a Coke, and a fish sandwich. That'll be $15.95. Would you like to donate $1 to prevent kids from being kidnapped in Mexico, cut open, shove the cocaine, and ship back to the U.S. for post profit? If you put it that way, yeah, I got $1 for that. Oh, wait a minute, I got some stuff coming in this week. Let me just give it next week. Can't risk that one. Who here misses mama jokes?
Yeah!
When I was a kid, I loved those. Remember, your mom's so fat, she didn't wear a pager, she wore a VCR. Or your mom's so dirty, she went to the trash can, took trash and shoved it up her vagina. Well, that was my favorite. I have a weird. Or that one, hey, your mom hated you so much, she jammed the wire hanger up her vagina. And for the ladies, a little education, if you put the wire hanger up there, it's to the left and tug for the abortion. To the right, all that does is cause poor social skills. I work with someone who I swear his mother went to the right a few too many times. She didn't quit. His name is Steve Kendrick. That's his full real name. But anyways, these mama jokes, I miss them because I try to do it to my buddies today. I'm like, hey, I call my friend, hey, Jose, your mom's a whore. He's like, my mom's in hospice and she's diabetic. I'm like, oh, sorry, bro. I tried my other buddy. Hey, your mom still want to have sex with me? Well, she's blind and on insulin. So, I mean, I have to relive these moments somehow. So, my idea was I drove by the high schools. Driving by, I'm like, hey, you in the blue backpack. Your mom's a slut. I didn't quite get the response I thought I was going to get. I thought he was going to come back with another mama joke, and we'd be going back and forth, having fun. Instead, he's like, you old pervert in the van, I'm reporting you to police. You rapist. So there's 3 high schools now, Marietta, one in Memphis. I can't drive by because of my mama jokes. You drive a minivan.
Woo!
But I'm a mama's boy. I live in California. My mom's in Massachusetts, and I miss her when I'm sick. I wish she was there to nurse me back to health and get me going again. And I try to call her once a week. Now, there was one time, a couple of weeks ago, I made a call. Is there any moms out here tonight? Yeah. I'm going to ask your opinion of this. Any sons?
Yeah.
Ask your opinion. I kind of made this call I thought was funny. Give me your opinion. I call her up. I'm like, hey, Mom. Sad voice. That's a sad voice. She's like, yeah? I'm like, what's going on? She's like, what's the matter? I said, nothing. What's the matter? Do you remember the school I went to in Brockton High? And if some of you don't know what Brockton is, it's a city in Massachusetts. To give
Next to Situate.
Yes. To give you a visual, picture Hemet, but instead of white trash, it's black trash. Instead of meth, it's crack. So I'm like, do you remember the school I went to in Brockton High? She's like, yeah.
That's before you people came.
Yes.
Yes.
And before, you remember I was in the red building? Yeah. She's like, I said, you remember that teacher that gave me all that weird math homework? She's like, no, but where are you going with all this? I'm like, he made me touch his penis. She's like, what? He would rub his penis in my hair, he rubbed it all over my shoulders, keep me after class, and he'd be like, you touch my penis now! And I'd be like, I don't want to touch your penis, I don't want to touch it. I had to rub his hair, like, calculated fractions of decimals. She's like, oh my goodness, why'd you wait so long to tell me? I'm like, well, I was watching Back to the Future yesterday. And that's because Back to the Future reminded me of high school. You remember that movie with Michael J. Fox, before he became retarded? Retarded, Down syndrome, Parkinson's, same thing. You can even throw deaf people on Filipinos in that group. So anyways, I'm telling my mom, I'm reminiscing back to those days, and I started thinking of it, and she started to get upset, and right when I heard the crackle in her voice, like she was about to cry, I'm like, I'm just joking, Mom. Just a joke. I'm just kidding. So how's your day? She's like, you sick, twisted a-hole. Who does that to their mother? Like me. Click. Phone call ends. I get texts from the family. This is a true story. I'm sick. Texts from the family, and they're all upset. So my next project is I'm going to call all of my aunts, all 9 of them, in a 1-hour period, and tell all of them that their brothers mouth molested me. See how that goes over the next funeral or wedding. I'm like, hey, Aunt Rosanna, I was just kidding. Yeah, your brother's penis. It was never there.
I never did it.
It was a grown-up joke. I'm sorry. Just kidding. Never happened. Anybody, quick little housekeeping. If you have to go to the restroom, reason to bring this up, when I go to the restroom and I go poo, if I'm out somewhere, I always pull down some napkins and wet them. So when I'm done wiping, I can wipe again. Or at home, I'll steal my daughter's baby wipes. Who here doesn't? Because if you don't, oh, you don't?
No,
you must
I
be
do.
a good wiper.
Yeah, no.
Because there's mostly girls like, I don't need to do that. I wipe really good. I'm like, oh, really now? Here's a test you can do when you go home. Go home, pull some human feces, hopefully your own, out of the toilet, rub it on your arm. Get the best toilet paper money can buy and wipe your arm nice and clean. And when you're done wiping your arm, I want you to smell it. So let me know if your arm smells like that damn toilet paper or shit. I'm just saying. Alright, a lot of shitty asses in here probably. You're quiet. So I know you don't wipe those napkins with baby wipes. You dirty asses in here. Oh my goodness. What was I going to say? Oh, someone asked me the other day. They said, I have a question for you, Sonny. They says, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to go up there and tell people jokes and all this? So, well, I've always kind of wanted to do this because I'm kind of sick in the head, and it's either this or talk to a therapist. And it's a good way of venting. And people in my family thought I was secretly molested as a little kid, which I wasn't. I wish I was, but I never was. Let me go a little deeper in that, why I wish I was. I got home from school one day, my cousin Jose was over here with the police, everyone was around him, I didn't know what happened. And I said, what happened? They're like, well, the gardener molested him. The gardener was also his steal. I'm like, oh my goodness. I didn't know what it was. All I know is that what came with molestation was he got extra cake, he got a PlayStation 2, he got to stay up late. I'm like, I want that. So I asked one of my aunts, I'm like, what does it mean to be molested?
Nate.
She's like, it's when you're loved the wrong way. I'm like, wow, I can do that. I know what it's like to be loved the wrong way. I love my sister the wrong way all the time. She had these little strawberry shortcake dolls when I was a kid. I managed to take these dolls and she shoved my butt. So if she smelled them, she smelled poo instead of blueberries. I didn't have to stick the whole doll in my butt, but I did anyway. So anyways, I asked, and they told me about how he was loved the wrong way, and his parents were away, and he was alone with the gardener / his Theo. So I went to the living room one day when my uncle was babysitting, Uncle David, and I go out there in my underoos. You know, Superman underoos? I go out there, I'm like, hey, Uncle David. I was 8 years old. Hey, you want to come to my room and play with me tonight? Is my mom and dad away? We go play shoots and ladders. He was like, what? He just kept watching TV. So I thought maybe I'll try with my other babysitter, who was my other uncle. And it was in the backyard, he was barbecuing, my mom was away. I go outside the treehouse, I'm up in the treehouse like, hey, you want to come up here and play with me? All alone. You want to come up here? He's like, so all that happened, I didn't get molested. All that happened was they told everyone that I was a little fruitcake. So growing up,
You faggot!
everyone kept calling me a fag and it just would stay with me. So anyways, those of you tonight that think I'm a fag, I'm parked out in the street in a minivan. There's no police out there. If you guys want to join me later on tonight. I figure, what the hell? I'm older now, more cushion to the pushing. I would have been a horrible lady at 8 years old. But anyways, thanks for letting me come up tonight to talk to you guys.